What's up, everybody? So today we will be talking about accepting people for who they are and where they are at in life today. Okay, so if you are anything like me, throughout my life I have had high expectations for people, be it family, friends, relationships. Not so much on relationships, really. Well, one relationship, because I needed that, but we'll talk about that later. But anyways, I held myself to a high standard when it came to loyalty, integrity, things like that as I became older. And I found myself in a long-term relationship where I was trying to change a person, and it really takes you down. It really brings you down because not only do you want to be treated better, but you see better in them and you see them struggling. So you think, well, maybe if I support them, talk to them, motivate them, encourage them, this can all go away. But it doesn't work like that because they can't see it within themselves. They're stuck in a life where they feel they cannot move forward in. And you find yourself disappointing yourself and losing yourself and trying to change somebody, even though you can see the best in them. And it's very unfortunate that we can't see the fruits of our labor when we do put in so much effort to try to change somebody that we really care about. But take it from me, the first time in my life that I tried to change somebody, it changed my life forever, and not in a positive way either. So, when I say accept people for who they are, I'm not saying that you have to keep them in your life and that you have to keep communicating with them or seeing them. Now, if you have a kid with them, that's different. We're going to talk about that later. But you don't have to keep people in your life that are not changing for you. But it is beneficial for you to accept them for who they are, because when you can accept people for who they are, it's hard to become upset with them. It's hard to feel irritated with them. You start to think, well, this is who they are. What do I expect? What can I expect? This is just the way it is. So you just have to be cognizant of who you bring into your life, especially who you have a child by in this life, because who you have a child by will make or break your experience as a parent. Yes, you accept people for who they are. You can see the potential in them. You can even encourage them sometimes. It's cool. But accept them for who they are, so that when things come up, when they mess up, when they make poor decisions, you're just like, you brush it off, because it's like, I saw this coming, saw some coming. It's better to be ready than disappointed. Be prepared. Stay in reality. Stop dreaming. It doesn't get any better than that. Because when you accept people for who they are, the person that you do meet, you won't have to worry about changing them, because they're already a decent human being. They already know what to do, what not to do. They stand on the same principles as you do. They accept you for who you are. And we all have flaws. So, just the message of the day is just accept people for who they are. That's it.